Hello, Americans, and other friends and subscribers around the world. Back again. Gonna give this round 2. Miss Kitty's playing with the camera and the lighting, so hopefully we got it set up.
Yeah, I touched a button. We had tried to film this and then previewed it, and it was...
Man, the lighting was doing crazy, man. It was making me dizzy or something. But anyway, we thought we'd do a little sit-down morning coffee chat. We, man, I did that video, if you watched that last one, yesterday, man, I spent over 6 hours going through. We had 7 to 8 hours of video that we'd filmed down there treasure hunting yesterday, and holy smokes, man, I will not do that again. At least not like that, man. It was a long day, man. 6 or 7 hours. I should have been listing stuff for 6 or 7 hours. That's the only time I ever sit that. And even then, when I'm listing stuff, man, I'll just sit there, you know, and list a few things, and I'll go out and work on some knives or plant a tree or do, you know, go work around, move the goat, you know, do stuff in between. But yesterday, man, I literally sat there solid. It was I was
quite happy he was the one clipping that video together.
Yeah, 'cause she used to.
I used to. I was doing the video clipping.
Yeah, the video clipping up to about a month and a half ago. Really though, we don't. That's one thing that people say that they like about our videos is pretty much everything you see is just
what it is.
Well, yeah, we just point the camera at it and film and then put it on. But I mean, I ain't gonna put 7 or 8 hour video on. You know, I mean. The hour, that's all I could get it. I mean, there was a lot of stuff. You know, my problem is my stories, I guess. Because I always got a story to tell. But it turned out all right, so we'll see how it goes. Good response on it.
Yep.
What else we got to talk about? Planted that prune tree. Miss Kitty's prune tree. I got that planted. What, 2 or 3 days ago, and then, man, the weather. The one thing about being in here, sitting in here for all them hours yesterday, man, it was. And I had to fire up because I don't bring a ton of wood in here, you know, this time of year because the temps, man, we've been getting up, you know, with over 40 degrees in the morning and stuff. Up here, that's warm. That's a warm morning. Yeah. Well, I don't know what it was this morning, but the wind kicked up. After we made it through that storm and all that. That storm, it rained all night, man. It was, man, it was nasty. We fired the stove up burnt the wood.
Lightning, hail.
And I was out there in the wind and everything yesterday chopping up some wood because, man, it was cold in here. We actually fired up our propane, ceramic heater in the Vagabond to take the chill off the walls, you know. And then we were up messing while I did the video, and then done a little bit of listing on some of the stuff we're going to show you. Got a lot of listing to do today. We're going to do, and the wind's still blowing out there. It's warmer than it was yesterday, but man, that night we got back, we were down, when we picked up Kevin D, and we went down to the park. There's a park at Payette, man. It's got all these old mature trees, a bunch of whimsical ones, man, and this park is just amazing. It's one of the past videos I think I showed where the antelope were wintering there, you know, because it was such a tough winter. And this park's just, man, it's just amazing park. And we're down there, you know, visiting with Kevin and stuff, and letting Kai do his duty and run around and all that stuff. And man, all of a sudden we hear this big old thunder and crack, and man, it let loose. And I'm telling you, man, it was like a mix between hell and rain, and it was these balls that were like this, but they were like water balloons or something, man. They were, man, them things would hit you, and when it hit, it would just explode, man, and it'd leave a wet spot. We were probably 75 or 100 yards from the van, man. We're just running with everything we got to get back to the van, and when we got back, we were all just drenched, man. So then from there, we went to drop Kevin off, and I ended up flipping the van around the wrong way on the street because he had his key ready to jump because we had to drop him off at his he rents a basement thing from some friends of ours. And anyway, I had to drop him off, and he jumped. All he wanted to do was get out of the van and jump into his car, so I don't know how long
he had to wait
because we took off from there, man, and it just... Well, you see, if you watch that video, it, man, insane storm. So anyways, we got home, did, you know, man, we were pretty pooped. That was 12 hours that day. We, you know, round trip was 160 miles or something we did. And it turned out, you know, we ended up with some stuff, man. It was no, I like when you go to you know, get to a cell and, man, we want to run through the aisles clicking our heels. There was none of those. No. It was tough.
The weather was pretty much a roller coaster throughout the whole day, so.
Yeah, and then just, I mean, even the sales were not, you know, amazing, but we did score a few things. And then, you wanted to talk something about, or we were going to talk about the postcards.
Yes, the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Yes. We wanted to let you guys all know that this is a worldwide giveaway. So all of our international viewers, please send us postcards.
Absolutely.
Yes. We're right now 9,030 subscribers, in that ballpark somewhere. So there's plenty of time for you to get us your postcards. Because we want our international viewers. We'll ship it worldwide.
Yes. The only you know, the only issue that we've had a few issues shipping knives around the world.
Yes.
Mostly railroad spikes. We did have a guy buy he didn't buy a knife set, but he ended up buying a half dozen knives, different ones, in Israel, and man, it was a nightmare. It turned out, but they ended up holding them at customs, and you know, so that's the only problem about shipping worldwide. You know, but I mean, you know, if we draw your name, I don't care where you are, man, and what knife you want, you probably have more luck getting a wood carving knife or a paring knife versus the railroad spike knife, because you know, just, you know, whatever they do at custom, man, and we've lost a lot of things. I mean, we've had better, you know, we've had good luck over the years, but I mean, we have, man, that was it a watch, pocket watch? That cat is getting on my counter. I don't do that.
No, me neither.
No, he's down. She's down. Sorry about that. I am not into cats on the counter.
No way.
So, but yeah. So anyway, we've been getting some more postcards. It's so awesome seeing them from all over. And got a note from a letter from
Old Time Homestead.
Yeah, Old Time Homestead. Check out Old Time Homestead. That was pretty nice. Thank you very much. That was pretty cool. We love hearing from everybody. This, I mean, the whole YouTube thing still just blows our minds.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You know, getting recognized and stuff. Happened, you know, at first it used to freak us out, but pretty much every time I go down the flatlands, somebody's like, "Hey,
I think I know you."
Yeah, without the beard though, it's a lot more incognito. Yeah. It's coming back. I miss Kitty. Look at me, all
can't hide the laugh.
More. Yeah, the laugh gets me in trouble all the time. So what else were we gonna chit-chat about?
So the postcards, the About page has our P.O. Box. Go to the About page.
Yep, down
P.O.
below.
Box. Yep,
down
I just
below.
have to say that real quick.
Yep, and then hoping to go mushroom hunting. Did I already say that? Tonight, we're gonna.
Oh, I don't think you did say that.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Yeah, see, now we're gonna kind of mix it up because we did the one video, I did the whole dang thing, man. But the one thing that we're gonna do a little listing. As soon as we get off this, I'm gonna, after I squish this and put it on. So we're trying to get one ahead on the videos so that
we're not staying up till midnight trying to get the video on.
Yeah, because we were up 12:30 last night taking care of that, and then because I gotta do listing, you know.
Right.
And the 6 hours working on one video, man. If I spend 6 hours putting stuff on eBay, man, that'd make me some money. But 6 hours on a video, man, I need a lot of views. Yeah. So I just can't do that. No. But I love putting the videos. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But they ain't money makers. And so anyway, we're doing the morning chat. It's kind of why we thought we'd sit down and do a morning coffee chat, and then we'll film if we get to go up because the weather's so iffy. But we got a bunch of morels up there. We've been farming. You know, if you watch the video, that's where we kind of incognito them or put them in hiding. We shave their beards so nobody recognizes them. But we got some farming up there that we want to get up there because they probably didn't grow so much because of the last 2 days. And then we want to check too because they might be just wiped out. Because if if you get a hailstorm up there like that, that would have tore them up.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it hailed up there. Probably going to get up there and there's 3 inches of snow, man.
Possible.
Yeah, very possible. I didn't even check to see if it snowed in McCall. I bet it, man, it was cold.
Yeah, it was cold.
So, anyways, I thought we'd do a little. Was there anything else we were going to touch base on?
I talked about the hawthorns a little bit.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah.
Before we show this.
I put my bowl
treasures.
here to remind me that it is time to, for us anyways, where we're at.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
In our, man, another thing that's been going on is the, I don't even get hay fever usually, man, and this year it has been so...
Tree pollen.
Oh,
Yeah.
the tree pollen is insane.
Yeah.
And it's going to get worse because we live in a creek bottom, and it's... sorry to interrupt
That's
you.
okay.
I do that a lot.
I'm used to it.
But
I'm gonna sit here
we
patiently.
we live in a creek bottom, and then you just go up the hill here, and then you're in the pine trees. But our creek bottom is cottonwoods, and man, those things will pop off to show. I don't know if I've ever showed that on video, man. Dude, we end up getting cotton
Drifts
like that, man.
Yeah.
We have about a week, man, and we're out of here,
Yeah.
man. Goodbye, man. We let the cottonwoods just have this place.
You'll get
for
up
a
in the
week.
morning and take the sprinkler and the hose and wet down what's down.
Spray it all down, because you can spray it all down, and then it just goes down. But oh man, cottonwood. But anyway, that's a lot of the coughing and hacking you've been hearing in some of these videos, man. Is she really gets hit?
Yeah.
Kevin D.
Is
It's
he's
just
got the worst.
breaks my heart, because man, that boy gets it bad. But I usually don't get it, but boy, this year, and
It's strong
it
this
was like
year.
in the red or whatever. So all right, here's Miss Kitty.
Yeah. So my hawthorn blossoms are just they're formed and just ready to start to open, and that is when there is the most medicinal value in the whole cottonwood. Now I'm saying cottonwood. Hawthorn has medicinal values to it, but it's concentrated in those buds just before they open. So this is the prime time to go out and collect for hawthorn tincture. So I've been doing that in this bowl with my clippers, and I wanted to put this here to remind me to let you guys know that I'm going to do a little video clip of harvesting that and what I do with those hawthorn blossoms and leaves.
Yeah.
For the
You trying to pass it to me?
Okay, this is the look that I'm ready for him to take over the conversation.
Because I was telling
We
her
have
that
that issue.
after the video, because when we've been together since we were 15 years old, and when she looks at me, when we're talking to people and man or whatever we're doing, man, when she gives me the look, it's like, all right, she's ready for me to jump in
you can
here.
finish the conversation.
And then after I'll start talking, and then she'll give me the look like, what the heck? So man,
So if I'm in the middle of a conversation,
you need to start saying pass.
Yeah, I can't look at him, because if I look at him while I'm talking, then he'll
So
It's all yours.
The one thing we want to touch too on the
tinctures.
the tinctures or any mushrooms and any medicinal stuff, man, is do your research. Don't
Don't take our word for
don't
it.
believe anybody on the internet, man. Anybody, any of us people can point a camera at ourselves, put information. There's tons of good and great information out there, but there's also a bunch of people are full of crap. So maybe we're full of crap. So man, don't believe everything that we say. Especially for something that you're taking as a medicinal thing.
Right.
But with that said, I have taken myself off of high blood pressure medicine, high cholesterol medicine, and it also helps with my gout. Is the tincture that we make from the hawthorns. So, research, read all that. I mean, it's great for your blood circulation and your heart and everything like that. So, and definitely something to look into. But like I said, man, you do your own stuff, and then we pick other things, that we'll show through the year and stuff too for other medicinal things. But don't, we're amateur herbalists, so we really dig it and try to research everything we can to to a T. But we're not. We ain't we ain't been to no classes. It's all self-taught with all these books and stuff that you see around. So.
Yep. Now, the hawthorn's the only part of it that could be harmful potentially to your body is to eat the seeds that are inside the berries, because inside the seeds is cyanide.
Right.
But the rest of the tree, the bark, the leaves, the blossoms, they're all good.
Isn't a peach one got solid or peach core got cyanide in it?
Yeah, almost all pits, the insides of the pits have got.
So, and then apples, I know apple seeds.
Yeah.
Are,
Yeah.
so all that, so that's a normal thing. So, oh, another thing that's lethal on a hawthorn's the dang thorns.
Thorns.
Yeah, falling going through those, man. They are, man. We have some down in the creek bed. I'm not kidding. I think I've showed them on past videos.
Huge.
Man, I mean, holy smokes, man! That thing go through your dang hand.
And when they nick your skin, they
fester up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got so it's got definitely something in there.
those thorns.
And that's what's so funny about me taking the hawthorn tincture. You know, when we first bought this place, man, it was me against the hawthorns, man. They'd tear me up, man, and I was tearing them up, and they were winning, man, hands down, kicking my butt. And it was funny because, you know, this is 4 years ago or whatever when we first bought it. This was the first year up here, and I'm trying to fight these things. And finally, I came in one day, and I told Miss Kitty, I was all, you know what? I'm just going to embrace the hawthorns. She thought, oh, that's good, babe.
That's
you know,
good.
that's good. You know, I told her I'm gonna make some furniture out of them, man. I'm gonna make some walking sticks, cause man, when it dries, it's harder than my dogwood.
Yeah.
And she's all, that's great, babe. And man, it was probably within that week things, you know, that almost everything happens for a reason. And man, we were looking through something and started reading one of our herb books about hawthorns, and you know. We're just like, holy smokes, when I decided to embrace them, and now I'm going to start taking them for my, you know, and here it is 3 years later, man. I've been off a high blood pressure medicine. We even got a gal, you know, we told her the same thing about researching, but she's actually reduced her cholesterol, cholesterol and medication down too by taking it. So,
you know, I don't think that you have gotten an injury from a hawthorn. You haven't popped the hole in the bottom of your boot since you've embraced it.
That's true. No, that's true. Yeah, man, you step on, I'm telling you. Man, you go down the creek bottom down here, and it'll go clean through. I've had them go clean through my shoe into my foot. I mean, they are gnarly little mothers.
Yes, they are.
They are gnarly. All right, so I guess I'll show some. Was there anything else homesteady we were going to talk about?
I don't think so. I think.
Well, everything's homesteady around here.
Yeah.
So I think I'll show some of the treasures we got yesterday. We start. Let's just start with old Shotgun Red.
He's jumping.
He ain't worth a lot of money, but I just had to have him, man. I don't know if you know who Shotgun Red, but I grew up watching that show Nashville Now. It was almost like a country Johnny Carson show where he'd interview all the people, man, and seen old Shotgun Red, and it was funny because there's some younger people at the yard, you know, were running the yard sale, and then there was a couple an older gentleman and a couple older gals, and man, when I picked this up, their jaws almost dropped when I was all, that's Shotgun Red, man, he's from Nashville Now and stuff, and the other kids, they didn't have a clue, you know, and I was like, man, I gotta have him. Yeah. This old Shotgun Red, I think I'm probably gonna end up giving him to my grandma collects dolls, so I'll probably end up giving him to grandma for Mother's Day. He's pretty cute. And then I talked about that jelly jar, what the heck do you call it? Lampshade, you know, for sealing. Globe. Or you could use it on the side too, but look at that, it's just so unique. Yeah, I'd never, depression glass, man, and frosted on the bottom half of it. I just had never seen one quite like that. So I thought that was pretty dang cool.
You ever set it over here?
Yeah, I guess so.
Where it won't get broke?
And then we'll talk about my dang t-shirts. I was so excited, man, about my Volkswagen bus t-shirt. See it there? Man, it's got the buses and got some bugs on it, man. I was so excited about it. Got home, put it on, and it's that 2X. You know, we're extra large, and this thing's like a dress, man. I thought about putting a belt around it, and I could run around like Robin Hood. It's like a mini skirt thing. So, needless to say, man, you know, if you wear a 2X, there's gonna be a cool Volkswagen bus T-shirt on pretty soon. And then I seen old Lonnie from Cajun Pickers or Garage Flips. It was pretty funny. He did a live show again last night. It wasn't the case. It was his Garage Picks where he shows what he found over the weekend, and somebody had thrown a pencil sharpener in one of his lots, and man, we've sold hundreds of pencil sharpeners, but this one, man, brand new, in the box, man, still wrapped in the original plastic, And this was at that yard sale, man. They got so much stuff ruined where all the ink cartridges. It was pretty sad. But, man, this thing, this thing was just perfect. An old Boston, brand new. And obviously the box had got rained on and stuff for a buck. That was a pretty smoking deal. Got the little lodge, man. I don't know if we've sold these. I haven't even looked it up on eBay. But, man, we sell these out at the swap meets. This one's a lodge. We've had Griswold and stuff. It's a little cast iron ashtray. Man, we sell the heck out of those out at the swap meets and stuff for $10. And then these we love. If they don't sell, I got Ma, you got Pa. Yeah. That's funny. But the old Ma and Pa Hillbilly, it's coffee time, and that one says coffee.
This says, your coffee's getting cold.
Coffee's getting cold. And those ones, if they don't, they're actually, when I looked them up, they're listed already. I actually listed these last night, and they were, some of them were selling, so we'll see. But to get the matching pair, we've had a lot of them. Usually you just get one or at a time, but this one's actually matching pairs, so that was pretty cool. And we've got these at 2 different sales.
At 2 different times.
Yeah, at 2 different times, so that was kind of crazy. Yeah. And then this thing, man, Kitty, Miss Kitty, this thing, I guess I can show it close, but man, the quality of this, back when, I talk about when I was 14 or 15, I went up to live with my father, or down to live with my father in Oregon. He had a waterbed store, and that's when we started doing flea markets. That's when I started selling at flea markets. This was when I was 14. But anyway, we sold at the time, we were selling a lot of the old glitter lamps, lava lamps, and stuff like that. We sold cuckoo clocks. And this old music box, man, is the same. It reminds me so much of the old cuckoo clocks, the quality of it. I mean, it's nice. But now I'm going to let this play for a minute because I'll tell you why here in a minute. Right now, if you have any clue of what song that is playing, please let us know. Miss Kitty, while I was doing my time editing the video last night, she went to every site she could find. Did it for I don't know how long. She messed around with trying to figure out this, probably a couple hours.
Yeah.
And man, so the whole time I'm over there doing this, man, for like 2 hours of it, I'm listening to thousands of different music box things about to drive me nuts. And then what the funny part was when I was doing something earlier a couple days ago, I'd actually found a Dallas Moore is another reseller that you should check out. He hasn't done any videos really for a couple of but man, he's got some. And some of it's still pertinent to today's market, because a lot of those, you watch them older videos, watch it, because the stuff they're showing to sell and stuff is, it's not so good anymore.
Yeah, things come and go.
But Dallas Moore, man, he's taking it, and man, if you listen to his story and watch some of his videos, man, he's, I think he's been in it 8 to 10 years or something now, but man, he's, just excelled and beyond. But anyway, I'd found this, it actually had popped up, how YouTube shows you, you might be interested in or whatever, and he was doing a sit down with Hart, and I think it was only like a year ago, and I hadn't seen anything, more recent than 2 years from him. So anyway, so I started watching that, okay? Didn't make it through the video and stuff, and so then it goes into your recently watched. So last night, after I was done doing my editing and listening to music boxes for hours, I thought, well, man, I'll put my little phone there, while I'm listening and stuff, and listen to, reseller shows or mushroom hunting or homesteading or whatever, I want to listen to. And so you can just go to my recently watched, so I could finish that video, and there is just pages and pages and pages of music boxes. So man, it took me forever to find that video again.
Yeah. But you did find it.
I did find it and finished watching it. It was a,
but I
good
didn't
one
find.
Too. But but she didn't. So
I know that song. It's so familiar.
So we're trying to find it. I went ahead and listed it last night. And just said I didn't know what song it was. But man, if you have any idea, man,
let us know.
Yeah, put it in the description. We'll look it up and see if we can match it. Because, I mean, obviously it'd make your box worth more if you know what song, it's playing or whatever. So then something else we got that this thing is just so cool. And we're just talking about, obviously we need time, but later on we might even have to try to make some of these.
Yeah.
But this thing, man, this is thick metal. This is not some chintzy made thing. The handles are put together just crazy. I mean, I seriously think we could take this thing out of this and go out and cut dogwood. I mean, it is cool. And then it's stuck in the log, and then this thing was actually made in Otis, Oregon. Yep, Salmon River Highway, Otis, Oregon. Salmon River Highway. I didn't know that.
Well, that is so old that it's possible that that highway is no longer named that.
Huh. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
See if we got a whole phone number handwritten on it. But anyway, that thing, so that'll be on, but
that's pretty cool.
It's going to be a little bit pricey because I like it a lot. Little treasure. And then I got this thing, and actually Miss Kitty, brand new in the box. I ain't going to pull it out. But it's got, it doesn't show it in the picture. It's a combi lift. But there's actually little piles of plastic wood, and the whole thing's cast and made out of metal, the piece of equipment, the combi lift. And Miss Kitty looked that up, and there's one sold on there, and it was $30 bucks and $20 shipping from Japan or something like that. So we'll see how we do it on it. We got it for $1. Yep. So we'll see how we do. This is this won't be for sale, but this is that I mentioned in that video. I'll touch up this edges and stuff. I just thought that was really cool, hand painted.
Yep.
10 cents. Love it.
Yep.
Love it. Miss Kitty's commandeers it. It's mine. And then this is pretty cool. And the gal said her grandma got it as a gift. Pulled it out of the bag. Never used it, man. It's still wrapped up.
Yeah. She thought, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah, what am I going to do with this, man? The ropes are still, factory tied. Then grandma couldn't get it back in the bag. I don't know if we're probably going to pull it out and see. 13 foot by 13 foot by 13 foot. Man, that's pretty big. See, I think that off the van up doing the cells. Cool. So we're going to see, because we may end up just keeping this for ourselves for doing the swap meets and stuff that we could just pull it off the van instead of hauling. Because, man, we're not going to set up like we did with last year because we were setting up 10 by 20 last year. And we only plan on doing, 6 to 12 flea markets this year, but anyway, I got this for $3. So I will look it up because I mean, if it's worth fairly good money, I might. But I will be checking it out to see if I want to keep it. What's I got here? Then I got this. I talked about it too. They had $7 on this, and man, this one I've had tons of these, but this one, man, is super clean. It's 1942. The Langdon Tent and Awning Company, stabbed U.S. When I first picked it up, I thought it was going to be Forest Service, because I've had some of these with the Forest Service emblem and stuff here, man. Those are pretty nice to get, and I've always wanted to keep one for myself, but I usually end up getting about $35 for these, and I didn't. So we'll see what this one.
Yeah.
But they had 7 on it. I ended up getting it for $5. And this actually, I'm pretty sure that this clamps right on the back of the.
Right, the external frame, old
backpack or something.
Yeah.
But if I end up keeping it, what I'll do is I've got an old strap out there from a fishing krill. An old krill strap, leather strap out there that I'd hook on this. I'd use this up mushroom picking, not for mushrooms, but to haul the little treasures that I find, like axe heads and stuff like that out of the woods. Is that it?
I kind of think so.
I got it, man. We got a passel full of other stuff. It was we ended up doing all right, but it wasn't super amazing. Oh, but the one thing that was super amazing, it was I've got a that Seattle Seahawks mug, and obviously I put the dang thing on last night for too cheap because it sold within 15 minutes.
Yeah, full price.
Yep, 1986, and it was shaped like a helmet, coffee mug, and so watch out for the dang Seattle Seahawks coffee mug. Man, but picked it up. I paid $1 at that rainy sale, the one where I ran over their sign. And
that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. I said when I pulled up, and
remind me.
You didn't remind me. No. So I ran it over. I haven't even looked at my tire. Probably got a big gouge of it. But anyway, so that coffee cup, man, 1986 Seattle Seahawks. I put it on for $24.99 or best offer. Didn't even get a best offer, and it was 35 something shipped is what they ended up. You know, it's going down to Florida too. That kind of blew my mind.
Yeah.
I would actually made
collectors
it.
in
Yeah,
there,
I would
so-
actually made it a little bit on shipping if it would have been going to Seattle.
Yeah.
But man, I just crazy. Within 15 minutes, I put that thing on and it sold, and I was like, man, I sold that too cheap. But how can you gripe about that, man?
Right.
$1 to $25, you know, and then minus the fees. So what, $20 probably?
Yeah.
A little pocket out on that deal. That was awesome.
Yep.
Wished everything sold like that,
I
man.
know.
I would be a millionaire. So what else we got to touch on, Miss Kitty?
I think that we covered the things we wanted to talk about today.
Yep, and getting so we'll get this video on now. I'll swish it and stuff now, and then hopefully we'll be headed up the mountain to do a little mushroom hunting and picking and stuff, and we'll do a video on there that we'll put on first thing in the morning.
Yep.
So I think other than that, you all have a very wonderful day, and good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, we will be back tomorrow.